Excited you're here. For those of you that just kind of wandered in and you're wondering who is this weird guy, my name is Vic Mignogna. It's pronounced Mignogna, like Italiano, Mignogna. Pay no attention to how it's spelled. It's very daunting when you look at it spelled, and it is not McDerpaderp. So don't even ask, because it's not. You guys wrote me emails, and you asked me if I was going to bring some of my music CDs. I've been writing and producing music twice as long as I've been voice acting. And I've sung several theme songs you may or may not know to One Piece and Full Metal Alchemist and Ouran High School Host Club. And I've got all those CDs I brought with me, so I'll be happy to give it up for our tech guy over here. Yeah! So, I tell you what, let's do. I don't even know, how long is my panel? 14 hours. Now, let's have some questions, and we'll talk about anything you want to talk about. And I'm feeling kind of feisty today. I gotta stay warm. So maybe I'll, if it's okay with you, maybe we'll do a song later for you. But we have a question right over here from someone in an awesome fedora. There is no chance I'm going to hear that. Okay. Ooh, I see what's happening. Close to the speaker. Yes. Hi.
What would you do if you woke up and your nipples were onions?
Wait a minute. I just heard nipple. That's all I heard. What would I do if what?
What would you do if you woke up one morning and your nipples were onions? Oh my god.
And my nipples were onions. Hold on, let me check. No, they're still nipples. Thank God. What would I do? What would I do? I would head straight to a cosmetic surgeon. Fix these, please.
Coffee live from Ouran High School.
Uh-oh. You knew it was coming, didn't you? You're like, who's going to be the first one? Come here. Give me your hand. Come up on stage with me. Everybody has to see you. It's only fair. Turn around. Do you know your lines? What's your name?
Jessica.
This is Jessica. Say hi to Jessica. All right, Jessica, let's do our scene together.
I don't know if my dad will let me drink this coffee.
But what if I let you drink it from my mouth? Yay, Jessica! Yeah.
Protectiveness as a father.
Ooh, you get a prize. No one's ever asked that question before. Between Tamaki and Spirit, which one's the most protective? Well, you know what? The problem is that Maka hates Spirit. She doesn't like her dad much, but I think Haruhi really likes Tamaki. So I would have to say probably, I'm going to say that Deathsight is the more protective. Because he's so protective that he annoys the hell out of Maka, right? Any Maka cosplayers in here? I saw you, Maka. Maka! I saw you. Yes, right? Kind of annoyed with your dad. He's a little too protective. So that's my answer. Sorry. You have to use your outdoor voice. Come here, Maka. Stay away from Soul.
Well, Soul dared me to ask you if we should go on another daughter-father date.
Oh, yes, we should. Maka, don't leave Daddy ever again.
Biggest influences for wanting to go into voice acting?
Ooh, good question. How many guys out here are interested in voice acting? Anybody? Well, let me tell you, I came into voice acting very much by accident. And I mean that. I mean, I had been acting since I was very young. Been doing like stage production and on-camera stuff. But I never even considered voice acting. I don't know why. I just didn't know anything about it. The funny thing is, though, that I loved certain like anime shows when I was young. I loved like Speed Racer. Oh my gosh, I love Speed Racer. And I loved Kimba the White Lion, and I loved all these anime shows. The problem was I didn't know they were anime. I just thought they were kind of cool and different. But I was working on a video production in Houston, Texas once, a long time ago. And a friend of mine said, you ought to go and audition for this place in town that they buy these Japanese animated shows and they dub them into English, and they need actors. And I thought, well, that sounds fun. So I went and auditioned, and I got cast as Vega in Street Fighter 2. Actually, it was a UK release, now that I think about it. And I just did it, and I thought it was really fun, but I figured it was just kind of a one-time thing, you know? You go and do it, and that was really, what a fun little thing, and back to my real life. But what happened was, this same company got another show, and another show, and another show, and they kept calling me in to play different roles. And it literally just grew from there. Next thing I know, I'd done 20 or 30 shows, and somebody asked me to go to an anime convention. And I was like, what's an anime convention? They have conventions for this? I couldn't believe it, because when I was little, I went to Star Trek conventions and sci-fi conventions. I know, don't get me started on Star Trek. We'll never get out of here. But I didn't even know they had anime conventions. So I went to a convention and signed autographs and for shows like Full Metal Panic and Sayuki and some of the D and Angel. But then I met people from Funimation in Dallas, and they invited me to come and work with them. So I started working on Dragon Ball Z and Yu Yu Hakusho and Case Closed, and then Full Metal Alchemist. And so the industry just grew, and I was just fortunate enough to kind of get involved in it when it was very small. I never planned to be a voice actor. I never thought that was something that I would do. It was just kind of an opportunity, and so I'm very grateful for it because I never expected it. Let's see. There have been a lot of strange things, and they kind of all meld together into just, but no one ever weirds me out, though. I don't ever really get weirded out, because I know that it kind of comes from a fun place, Whenever I tell people about strange things that have happened to me, they're like, OMG, how do you deal with it? I'm like, well, I think they're really great. I mean, nobody ever means any harm by it. They're just excited. So there have been a lot of strange things. I'm sure if you've been on the internet lately, you may or may not have seen that I was at a convention once, and a girl begged me, begged me, on her knees to let her lick my hand. Right there. Right there. And at first I was like, oh, sweetheart, no thank you, please. But she started crying. That's right. She invoked the tears, and I couldn't resist. I had to give in. She told me that all of her friends had made a bet with her. They bet her that I would not let her do it, and she bet them that I would. So they were all standing in the corner giggling because they thought they had won the bet. So I was like, oh no, okay, go ahead. So that was kind of a weird thing, right? That's pretty weird. You need to start it over again. Start it over again, if you would, please. And bring the music up a little bit. You don't have to bring me up, but bring the music up. You give me some effects now? Yeah, he's gonna give me some reverb. Haunted by the past, a nightmare that seems so unreal. Wish that I could turn back time, spare the pain that we both feel, and how we've changed. Things will never be the same. But our trials serve to make us strong. The burden's on yours alone. We sought the answers for so long, but they're not free. They cost you more than they cost me.